Hello, my little munchkins. I'm gonna say what I was gonna say. Hello, my little munchkins and crunchins and my little sunflower seeds and big sunflower seeds. Mwah. I missed you all so much. I hope you all are doing great. I've been sick for a week, over a week. Oh my God. And I'm still not 100%. But you know what? As I was laying on my back, I began to think about the station and think about people and try to figure out what can I do to speed the numbers. I'm feeling sad. I'm not bringing in my high counter numbers. It became real. I was like, it's like this is my life. I enjoy this. At my age, I found something I enjoy. And it's so funny because people poo-poo it like it's nothing. And I don't think they quite understand the work. The work. You can't do it for the money because it isn't any. So why do you do it? Because you love it. It's like you're doing you. You where you're supposed to be. And when the moment is right, I know that the powers will endow me and it'll be like poof, right there. So that leaves me with this. Remember when I said one of my very first videos, my first 5 or so, Hollywood or Holly Witches, okay? That is always inside of me. The only reason why I don't talk on that every day, 24/7 a day, and I probably have a big old following, you know why? Because that is heavy to carry. Can you imagine thinking about that every day? Can you imagine being a doctor and going in and working with dying, sick people all day, every day? You could love it, but it takes a toll on your psyche. Especially when you're dealing with that because you're dealing with energy. They're dealing with bodies, so they could detach. I'm dealing with energy, so energy connects. So if I'm digging you, your energy is like a big old blob and it sees my energy for whatever and it connects to me. And now we connected and we all squinched up all in this big old blubber together. You understand? So it ain't always easy to get something off of you when you got it, and rightfully so. But I was like, maybe somebody put a spell on me. And it was only my sister. You have done nothing to nobody. You don't even know anyone to put a spell on. And someone would be mean to you. And with that being said, I was like, okay, this is just, the doctor had said you just caught something. You probably ate something, whatever. But that leaves me with Oprah. I am an Oprah fan. And let me be clear, I will be an Oprah fan when Oprah is no more Oprah. Because I love me, Oprah. But just because I love a person don't mean they right. It's like you have a sister, right? Or a brother. Even your mother, your father, your sister, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your grandma, grandpa. Sometimes you love them to death, but don't mean you agree with what they do. So the problem I'm having with Oprah is there a dark side of Oprah in this pornography? Is that maybe why Oprah built a house, a school in Africa? Because it's been some stuff going on over there with them girls. Huh? It never made sense. Excuse me. New thing. It's old to me, been doing it for years, so don't laugh, I believe. When it goes around in a circle, that means yes. Now, of course, my energy somehow is supposed to be directing this, okay? But for me, I say brick wall, brick wall. If you ever seen that movie, The Village of the Children, they all had blonde hair, and if you didn't want that energy to penetrate, you say brick wall, brick wall. But that's what I'm saying, brick wall, brick wall. So, get me back.
Talking about Oprah and her energy and figuring out if she's into this pornography.
Yeah, I want to know. So, of course, when I speak to it, it's going to generate. But I think it was the The Boys of the Village or The Village of the Boys, something, an old movie a long time ago. It was before my time, but I like movies like that. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do, if it goes clockwise, that means yes. If it goes counterclockwise, that means no. Now, you know, people say, oh, you're moving it. I would have to do this to get it to do that, right? I would have to stop it because this is weighted. This is a gym. I would have to give it a little boost to do what it needs to do. Believe what you want. But I'm going to do this because this is what I'm going to start doing now. So I have a question because this is my friend. And sometimes I can trust it and sometimes I can't. But I feel strong. It's been in meditation mode. It's been energized to the energized. So are you ready to go? You're going to shake your head? Huh? Are you ready to go? We ain't got all day. All right. See? It's ready. So could you stop? Thank you. I would like to know, is Oprah really a woman of the people? Or is she for her own selfishness? Tell the truth. My heart is racing. It's taking its time. It's getting its momentum. Is Oprah a witch? Is Oprah Winfrey a witch? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is Oprah Winfrey a witch? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. How much of a witch she is? Now, y'all know I can't make that do that. Should I say stop? Mm-hmm. Stop. Now, many of you don't believe that, but that's fine. I do, and I'm the reader. So I already picked the card out because I call her the Empress. Oprah, the Empress. And with the Empress, I want to know, because why I call her Empress, an Empress is someone who is in control, who has money and power, and also she's one of them high power gatekeepers. So you have to sometimes to go, like Jamie Foxx, many of them have to go through Oprah to get in the door. Oprah has to prove of them. I think Oprah approved Tiffany Haddish, right? She doesn't approve everybody, but she approved Tiffany Haddish. But what I'm trying to do, what is the name of that guy that got in trouble? The recent guy we looked at his movies. However, getting back to what I was saying as we figured out this person was Jonathan Major. I don't know, have Oprah Winfrey interviewed Jonathan Major? Because she interviews all of them. And if she doesn't, Gayle King does. So I picked Empress because she's a black gatekeeper. She's very powerful. She was the one that checked. She wouldn't have been able to check me. But you know what? When you're playing with fire, you got to be careful because I never thought that anybody would check Snoop Dogg. But when it came down to her girl, she checked him and he did apologize. See, I hate to see that because he had a right to say what he wanted to say. Why? Because I do think that she was rude and the way that she did the interview. But it's not about that, yes.
No, it doesn't seem like Oprah Winfrey.
Absolutely. She never interviewed him.
Right.
Okay, so for whatever reason, he didn't make it past her door. I wanted you to look it up because I didn't know that, because I always follow Oprah Winfrey. She gives special shows. I wouldn't be surprised if she gives the interview on Jamie. Recovery. Okay. That would be a good show. Or King, or Gayle. Of course. I mean, we want to know, right?
Yes,
okay,
we do.
So back to my point. I'm all over the place, but I'm bringing it in. So as I said, I picked the Empress for it. We know that Oprah Winfrey is a gatekeeper, right? And we also know that she holds a lot of power, that she checked people, okay? And there was another person that I used to look up to, and this too is a gatekeeper. She's a white woman. Ellen DeGeneres. So I'm trying to figure, there was a time when all of them was in trouble for something and they all were like on some kind of arrest or something. My point is Oprah Winfrey to be trusted? You know, I think not. Why? It just seems to me that when you flying high like that, you got a price to pay. All of them. And if you're going to be in the inner circle, then it's just going to be just like that movie, Vanilla Sky. Because they could take you from here just like that and make it look so natural. Look at Jamie. Look at so many before them. Oh my goodness. It's scary. The power. And I truly believe that echelon is where Oprah and Gayle is. Should we fear her? I don't, but I love Oprah. But I feel as though all these mountains and hills and high places, I think they need to come down. I think that it's time for the truth to become a level field, just like this table. I am so sick and tired of the powers to be being up in power, black people being up in power and doing these god-awful things. Why did she get a school in Africa? She could have got a school in any city. Any county here. We need her. Why? Look, you kissed Harvey Weinstein. Okay. We got the world. So this lets me know that this person has completed. This let me know that this person know a lot. This let me know that this person says there ain't a hole that you've been in that I don't know about. This tells me that this is a person that says, I see all because there is the bull. I see all, there is the man. I know all, there is air. There is the king of the king of the jungle. It's all there. And she's in the inner circle. She's not outside. And you know what the outer circle is? That reef, that is the serpent itself gobbling itself. She's right in the midst of all of that. I feel shivers through my soul because I believe this woman is into something wicked. I really do. I really do. And it's time for no more sheets, as that evangelist said. I'm sick of the lying. I'm sick of it. We live in the dark while they live and get fat. I'm sick of it. And I know I'm going to be sick of this video when I see it because I don't like to see me get emotional. But that's how I feel.
You're just passionate about Oprah.
Because I love her. And I'm so sick and tired. Every time they get to the top, they sell their damn souls. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. It's starting to feel like the world isn't ours. It just feels like the world belongs to those that will crawl over top of the weak. If you can't gobble down your family, then you ain't a part of us. If you don't eat your own, it's like here's a woman that didn't want to have no children, didn't want to get married, but you got all this advice to give to the world, but you didn't even do your mandate as a woman. And I know many people may not like that. What do you mean? You never had a kid. I mean, you had a child, but I know that is not a part of your life, so I'm going to act like it don't exist. Out of respect. Because remember, I love her. So far as I'm concerned, you have a blank slate. I'm not saying you never had a B before. I'm just saying you have no children of your own, but you want to call the children in Africa your own. And many of them got hurt under you. Many of them got raped. Oh, not supposed to say that, but I'm not censored. Many of them got taken advantage of. So, you know, Oprah, you know what? It's time for your kingdom to be exposed. Just like those ministers. Just like the T.D. Jakes with the baby. Just like all of them. I can't even think of their names. You and all you people in those high places, y'all need to come down. Curtains need to be ripped off. It doesn't make no sense. People walking around with power to say who live, who die, who has the right to make it and not. And then if you don't fit, you find a way to destroy them. I don't like it. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I've been sick. So bear that on me. Maybe it's a little aggression that's coming out. So it's coming out on the wickedness of the heart of people. Let's find out. Well, we see a sword. So what that stands for, she plays like she don't know. Her God is, I'm so into renewing myself. I'm so into the secret. And truly, it is a secret. It's not a secret book, but it is a secret. To play on words, for God's sake. The secret. How I got rich through the secret. Oh, let me read these cards. Here we see something leaving. So things getting hot over there where she is. And we see the Chariot. Now, just in these 3 cards alone, what I see someone here, Oprah. I see her guard. She's guarded. She's guarded sharply. That means she's thinking. Mel Gibson got her on her ballerina toes. All of them got them on their teeth. They tinkling. What do you call it? Tinkle-toeing. Because they all, even down to the rappers, what's his name? He playing. I'm not gonna fool with you, baby Crone, because asking you is like asking this table. But he was a rapper, TWA. So anyway, even he's talking. They're all coming out and they're talking, and it's time to not be afraid. So I see here's Oprah, guarding her heart, but she's got a fortress, because you ain't gonna get to her like that. She's got power, and I see that she has the power to send her energy where she wants to send it. Energy, thought power. She got the power of thought. She's got the power of intuition, so she can send that. And here I see that there is a part of her past she will not go. She don't want to talk about it, and she don't want to deal with it. So what does that mean? That's telling me that she's a master of keeping secrets within herself that she doesn't want anyone to know. The thing with me is, well, Oprah, is what I'm getting, is that she's delusional when she comes down to herself, because she truly believes she's a good person. And so also here, I see here is a magician. So that means she got great power. So don't let that 2, because remember, she's not alone. Because to be a 2 means you have a partner in crime or an enemy. And she doesn't look like somebody has an enemy. She looks like somebody that meditates and know what's coming before. She's got a lot of wise old owls around her, and she herself is one. And here I see her as being the great magician. She can make things appear and disappear. Again, that binding feeling. So that leads me to think what? That's how she feeling right now. She feeling closed in. That's why they didn't want this movie. Disney didn't want it. Lulu, Hulu, all of them didn't want the movie. The Cry of Freedom. What's that the name of? The Sound of Freedom. But I advise all of us to see it. Adult, 18 and over. If you can, I advise us all to see it. I advise us all to support it. Why? Because this is the secret that I truly believe that girl died over. And that car who ran through the car, I can't think of her name, just back a few months ago. Famous actress. She was one of my favorite actors.
Oh, what? Anne Heche?
Anne Heche. I truly believe that because she was a part of it. And I don't know, like I said, everything I say is allegedly. Right now, I'm just talking on feelings and of a person who don't understand the secrets. And as an American, I have the right to try to figure out what's going on in the world around me with people that I trust and people that I put money into. I am so sick and tired of investing in people like the Kardashians, and they get big and fat. And when they get big and fat, they have a nerve to flick us off. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people like Oprah. You get big and fat and you turn us in on a dime. I'm just sick of it. It's bad enough that you're always ready to do a show on a black man to take him down. I get it. Your hatred. That's why you don't have no children. That's why you're not. Maybe that's not the reason, but that's what I'm saying. You know? I'm just saying, I just want it to end. I want these sheets to come off of these people. I can't think of the woman, the pastor who said no more sheets, but that's where I got that from. It popped in my head as if she wanted me to say it. I wish I could remember her name, but that's it. So I see here that robe, she feel bind, she feel bound, but she's sitting still in it. In other words, she feel trapped. She feel like it's closing in. She feel like it's limited. She feels it. She's been feeling this for a few years, okay? She's been feeling this, and it's time, because there is a certain kind of power. What kind of power? The power that y'all don't want me to say. So if I say it, you're going to get mad. So shall I say it?
Yes, you shall.
The power of the Republicans, because all of this has to do with Democrats and Republican. It all has to do with it. They all intertwingle in this madness. Do you think that they could do anything and the government is not involved? Come on. It's all intertwined. So with that being said, no, she feel the heat, but she ain't worried because she got a lot of owls around her and she must pay big tithes to be protected. New beginnings. Coming back with the new beginnings. What is that new beginning? And at this new beginning, you see something in this new beginning. It's somebody holding on to something tight, as if to say, thumbs up, I got this. Don't you see it?
Yes, I do.
It's like she's saying, yeah, it's a new beginning. It's things going to happen, but I got this. Last card. Here, we're talking about a legacy. We're talking about she's a part of something that is so old that it smells old. Have you ever been in an old house and it's just not that it's dirty or stink, it's just old? I sometimes think my house get that old odor. That's why I'm always putting incense up or something. Or just like you smell, my daughter got this thing that she loves old books. If it's 100 years old, she'll be like this.
Yes, I will.
The older it is, she like, I mean, long as it's not mildewy, right. She be like, I don't get it no more than I got when I was a little girl. I used to like to stand by the gasoline when they would pump the gas and be like, it's crazy, it's crazy.
I mean, people sniff Sharpies. Like, smell Sharpies.
Girl, I don't want sniffing nothing. But with that being said, so we see here legacy. So we see she's a part of something that is very old, hundreds of years old, and the knowledge of it, and it's a legacy, and it's very, very careful who they let in. And this is the deep, deep, dark state. She's in this. And even though they telling you it's not real, it's showing up in the cards. This card means legacy, passing the baton, moving on, having a conversation. And as a woman, she's entering. So she's over the bridge. So she's in. And who? The Grand Wizard is who she's on her.
I'm holding it upside
down. Thank you. The Grand Wizard is who she's on her way to see. She's in some trouble. And Mel Gibson is a heavy hitter. And the only people that can go up against these people are, you don't want to hear, it's like people like Trump. It has to be an opposite. Because nobody has the money or the power or the manpower to go up against this. And the only way you can do it, you have to be tied in, money down in politics. I hope this makes sense.
Yes.
Holly Witches, baby. I'm not talking about little stuff this time. I'm talking about going undercover, dealing with this, because Oprah is not no mere person. She is flesh and blood, and she can pass away like the rest of us. But there is something about her that she's very, very strong and not to be toyed with. And I saw that when she checked Snoop Dogg. And even though she may have been right, I have a right to be angry. And I have a right to share my anger. I had that right. Who she always talking about having a right. He didn't hit her. You know, he just expressed his anger. And in time, if he wanted to go and forgive, that was up to him to do. But that's my opinion. Here, I see a 5. Again, I told you, there is some fighting. She's trying to send that energy, but I think there is some stuff that's getting ready to hit the fan. Yes, there's the hope card. I see that there is some stuff that's getting ready to hit the fan. And I see that this woman is quiet. She's not doing anything, right? She is quiet and still. So in an overview, what I see a very strong woman, somebody who's in the end circle, who knows the serpent, who understands life, who has the mysteries, know how to get the answers. She knows how to get the answers to the great men and women and the philosophers of our day. Somebody who is a chameleon, who could fit in, one that the people love and that the people trust. However, the question that I want to know before I go to that, she's a part of this lineage, bone by bone and blood by blood. She blood bought in it. You all may think this is conspiracy thinking, then you tell me, why would they make a movie? Tell me. We've been talking about this child pedophilia forever. And whenever they name somebody, they name the Clintons. No. They named it. No. They named Oprah. No. But then explain why Oprah went into another country, got a school, and the children were going through issues. Cover up. Okay, so we see that Oprah is sending out her energy into the world. We see that Oprah got a past that she don't want to deal with. Also, Oprah is she's a secret keeper. She can keep a secret. She's loyal to those she's loyal to. So she's in this and she's loyal. The question is, when everything hit the fan, because things are going to start coming out. We may not be here to see it, but there's a generation that's rising up and saying, we want the truth. We want the truth. We don't want to live under lies. We don't want you to tell us no more. There are no no heaven or hell. People just want the truth. We're sick and tired of people choosing who go into Hollywood, who stays out. We're tired of mere mortals having this kind of power for generations, from generation to generation. We're sick of it. Question, please.
Yes.
Did I read the cards? And there is a friction going on. Oh, yes. Mel Gibson done started something up. But if anything happened to him, we know why.
Yes.
See, that getting, I kept saying, why wouldn't they, once upon a time, they would just do away with Kanye. They know that stuff ain't easy no more. Cameras everywhere. They know they can't just like that. So now they do wicked things like make you take injections and cause you a sickness or spike your drink or go to a restaurant where they know you're going. They got secret ways of doing it now. Yeah. Because they know just that won't work. It would be a mutiny in the USA, and they don't want that. They know that their days are numbered.
I mean, if you think about it, just like they did in the movie, they cloned Tyrone.
Oh my goodness.
It was in everything from the
juice. That's right. From the juice to the fried chicken. Although I thought that was so racist, but honestly, black folk, and I'm not going to say that's a lie. I found in my life, I used to work at Roy Rogers, and there was nothing but white people coming in buying chicken. So let us stop saying this is a black thing. No, this is just an Americana thing that I know of. We love chicken. Not all of us, but the majority rules. So anyway, with that being said, and I see hope. So what does that mean? Yeah, they ain't coming down today, but they being revealed. Mm-hmm. See, sometimes when you build a house, you have to build it step by step. And if you want a brick, you have to build it brick by brick. So this institution is so old, we may not see it topple, but it's coming down. You hear me? It's coming down. How it's coming? It's going to be a powerful fall. All of it. And they got their bunkers underground to hide. They got their mountains They got their powers, they got their homes in the high mountains, and they got homes out in space, honey, because they know their days are numbered. Okay? They know. But it's so many of them. Not really a lot like that, but a lot. And this is money. They control the United States. And as I said, they are connected. So it's not just here, it's everywhere in the world. It's like a vein. Wicked follows wicked. So we have to try to flee from wickedness. Okay, question.
Yes, Baby Crone would like to know, how is Oprah Winfrey tied to this institution?
Well, this card shows me this is a 9. So this card shows me that how she's tied by working, by showing her allegiance, by being a soldier, by saying no matter what, I'm here, by going through the initiations, by doing everything, wow, ooh, like I was there, like doing everything that they required. She had proved her loyalty over and over, even when it came time to her giving up the show. She gave it up because it was time. They probably said it's time. And she was willing to give it up. She's willing to walk the walk with them. She's willing to do what they say. Because being a part of this group is, you're special. You are an elite. You are. And you get the best of everything. What do you mean? If we are all eating this fruit and food out there that's no good for us, that means she got stuff planted in her garden that's 100% real. Where her tomatoes don't last a week. You understand? Where my tomatoes may last me 2 weeks, her tomato only lasts her for 3 days. Real. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Ask me another one.
Another question is, what is going on in Africa in her school, girls, children?
That you're gonna have to narrow that way down.
Okay. Is Oprah Winfrey covering up
things that's going on in her school?
Yes.
I like that. The hermit says, when the hermit shows up, that means they're seeking. That means they're looking into all of that. So yes, there is a lot of talk about what's going on in her school. Her school is definitely under fire. And the hermit shows up as they are seeking, looking into it, finding it. Oprah has played the game, guys. Go ahead. And I love Oprah. I do. Go ahead.
My next question is, how is Oprah Winfrey doing right now?
She's the high priestess. She's nervous. She's nervous. She, the guy done come out and talking. She's nervous, but she's a high priestess. She ain't gonna let you see her sweat. See, she a soldier. Ooh. She's a soldier. She's not gonna let you see her sweat, right? Look at her. She's worried. Wouldn't you be?
Yes, I would.
Somebody like Mel Gibson come out and slanders you.
Especially the talk of the movie
and
the
movie? And people you already suspect anyway? Yes. Oh, he's tearing up heaven. I want to know what the name of that guy. Oh, he played NWA. Look up that. And here's another, oh, you didn't even ask me a question. Well, since I pulled it, it lets me know Oprah right now sits with the world in her hand. There is nothing she doesn't know, and there is nothing she doesn't see that don't get back to her. She is very well protected. That's why she can say what she wants, do what she wants. But there is another power that's rising up. I'm telling you, there is another power. Many of you may not live to see it. It could happen within the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years at best. It's a power with this generation that's coming up that ain't going to deal with this. This generation is even sick of the music, sick of showing the body. They sick of it. So this is a generation that's coming in that's going to have a sense of holiness, but they're going to be like the world. They're going to come in with their way, and they're going to come in like a marching army. Bit by bit, watch and see. You heard it from me, right?
Yes.
What's your next question? She sit there with the world in her hand. She's nervous, but she knows she's protected because she knows if she go down, there's others going down too.
Yes. I don't have a question, but here's a list of the NWA members. We have Eazy-E.
He died.
Ice Cube.
That's it. So Ice Cube has been talking. Thank you. Ice Cube, you don't know Ice Cube.
Oh, I know Ice Cube.
I know you do. You couldn't remember. But anyway, there is, get me back. Okay.
Oh, yes, talking about how this...
Yeah, Ice Cube has been, thank you.
Yes.
Ice Cube has been talking. They all have been talking. They sick of it. And here is the devil.
Like you said, if she goes down, others are going down.
If she go down, they all going down. They're in this pack together. So when you're dealing with something like that, the greatest thing right now is the revealing. Oh, I feel that in my soul. The devil is full of illusions. He's full of things that make you think you see, but it ain't what you see. It's what they tell you see, and you believe you see it. It's a world of optical illusions. And she knows she is protected. But the kingdom, this is a massive, the roots, think of a gigantic tree. Think of a big, mighty, powerful oak tree that's been there for 500, 600 years. How the root, she's in that. So in order, we can chop the tree, but it can survive. We got to get it up by the root. And right now, there is an infection that's going through the root. What kind of infection? An infection that a demand of holiness, a demand to start being honest, a demand to stop lying and cheating, a demand to say, stop it. It's a current. And for the wicked, it's like poison. It's poison to them. To get that holy water down there, if you understand. And it's getting in them roots. And that army is coming and they getting down. But that doesn't mean the mighty oak tree not gonna fall. Remember, when we go to war, we don't just go and say, the night is over, it's over. We can be in war for years. But I shared to you that this war it could be 10 years, 20 years, 30, up to 40 years. That's a full generation, 2 generations. And I'm telling you that it's going to be uprooted in this country like never before. We're just seeing the throes of it. We're seeing it. This is why people hate Trump. Why? Because he gets on your nerves. Because he rattles what you don't like. He comes up against the establishment that lies to you every day, but you believe it. They coming up against it. People like Candace Owens, people like her, people like, it's so many, but her, she stands out. Whether you like her or love her, she's in that root, she's that poison, she's that Holy Spirit that's, oh my God, that's going in the root of it and rooting that stuff up. She may not live to see it, but she already began the work. And there will be another Candace. And there will be another him. And another Ice Cube. There'll be another Kanye. There will be another Lady Crone. There'll be another Baby Crone. There'll be another you. Until we mount up like an army and say we can't be bought. We want this filth gone. And then sometimes, and this is the facts, in order to have free, you have to have chaos. Fact. Deception. They are full of it. And it's time for human beings to stop having that kind of power over our lives, over when we go to war, whether we like it or not, or whether we think it's a good cause, or all the lies. Maybe I just been sick one day too long. I don't know, but I just had to do a read on Oprah. And guys, honestly, everything I say is what I feel, but it's allegedly. because I can't accuse anybody of anything. But the day is coming where every secret thing shall be revealed. You may not see it, but as for me, I believe in you have multiple lives. You just may not see it in the person that you are right now. So just like a tree come back, have you ever noticed when you look at the mighty trees, have you ever noticed they come back the same leaf, the same time every year? Think about it. Maybe there's something to it when it comes to death. We don't know, but I want to leave you on that. I hope you enjoyed this. That's my feelings, along with reading the cards that help me. The cards help me orchestrate what I want to say. They give me a picture. And what I see in this, I see a lot of struggle, of quietness, isolation. If you look at this whole thing, this is an isolated thing. You have the hermit. Everybody here is alone. I could just pull up card after card. Everything here is alone. Outside of a city, here, other than here, and it's fighting. Why? Sometimes it's best to be alone when you don't want to get in the midst of anything. Sometimes you lay low when you want it. When things get loud, when they get loud and you find friction, sometimes it's best just to get quiet. Remember that. And that's what's going on right now. But believe me, it's working. That power is working. And like I said, we may not see it in our day, but it is coming. But if you should ever be so lucky, and there's people being born every day. So remember, just do the right thing. As I said, as I end this, I love Oprah, but that doesn't mean I love what Oprah does. And the cards say, and my pendulum said, that Oprah is a part of this society. Yes, baby.
Yes, let's not forget to add up the cards.
Oh, I forgot what it was. Okay. I don't, okay. I don't remember what it was. I don't, do you? I know that was there. I know that was there.
Yes, you picked up one of the cards. Flip them over.
Well, I know, okay, I know what they are. They there. I got them. This wasn't one. Okay. All right, I got it. Can I put them down the way? Well, it doesn't matter how I put them down, right? You ready, baby Crone?
Yes, baby Crone is ready.
Okay, first card would be was that 3?
Yes, that is a 3.
That would be a 3. Second card would be 21.
Yes, you want to put your glasses on?
Thank you, baby Crone, because I look pretty ugly, like. Thank you, baby Crone. Here we have a 2.
Okay.
We have a 8.
Okay.
We have a 7.
Okay.
We have a 10.
Okay.
We have a 2.
Okay.
So we know she's not alone in this. Besides her partner, Gail. They're in this together. They are like freaking frack. That's a powerful union. And on the flip side, you would only be blessed to have a friend like that. I wish I had a friend like that. I once did, but it didn't work out. Anyway, we have an ace. I always count them as ones. And we have another 8. So we have here 2 8s. And 8s is always about moving on. 8s is about moving on, but here we see that she's bound. So right now, Oprah Winfrey is in that place. She ain't doing nothing but chilling out, okay? I have a 5. I have the stars 15, 16, 17. And did I give you the one? I gave you this one, right?
Yes.
No, this one can't be there. This one can't be there. How is this there? Because this shouldn't be there. Oh, that's why. That was wrong. Take away the 2.
Okay.
And put the 1.
All right.
And you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. You should have 11 numbers.
Yes, and funnily enough, it added up to an 11. Yes.
Didn't I tell you she was a gatekeeper? That's a sacred number. That's a powerful number. That's a portal. I told you. This woman is a portal. She knows a lot. She has a lot of power. She probably act like no. Outside the fact she's rich. No, she's not rich. She's wealthy. Outside of that, at this point, money is just toy money for her. She done had it's nothing she can't buy or she wants. She don't want nothing. What does she possibly want that she can't have? It's hard to think like that if you never had money. But even if you had $1 million, you can begin to understand the level of it. So for me, this is somebody who wants nothing and can give so much. And yet to her own, she gives very little. Because deep down inside of Oprah's got a darkness inside of her that she don't want nobody to know. And she wars with this. And even though she says she got it all, that's why she's always seeking to purge it. But she ain't gonna ever get clean, because Oprah's hands, the tips and the hands of Oprah are dirty, allegedly. I love you, Oprah. I do. But let's call a thing a thing. Why your name keeps showing up? Why are people calling you out? Why is it that the people that you agree with go in? You didn't mess with that guy, and look what happened to him. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, I hope you're not a part of all of this. But I know if you up in those circles, maybe you haven't done anything. You're right. Maybe your hands are clean, but you gave money to it, which made you just as guilty. That's what I'm saying. Believe what you want. This is all a conspiracy. That's what I have on Oprah. Stay tuned as I read on my next victim. And that is going to be who, baby girl?
Tina Knowles.
Tina Knowles. I gotta go to that Louisiana. So see you soon. Thank you, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. I hope you enjoyed this. Sunflowers.